people have jumped on already.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the channel. How's everyone doing today? I want to know where you guys are watching this from, where you're tuned in at. Is it Colorado? Is it California? What area? Tell us what the weather's like. Let us know something about you guys out there. Tonight, this evening, it's about paying it forward. In case someone is confused what paying it forward is, it's a random act of kindness. Something nice, something sweet, something loving you can do for a complete stranger. And there's nothing too small, there's nothing too large as far as random act of kindnesses. Example-wise, you could help somebody step up to a curb and help them along. You could, maybe they can't afford a loaf of bread, you give them a nickel. Like I said, there's no too small act of kindness. So that's what paying it forward is about. And we love to read the pay it forwards because that's just positive energy. I mean, come on. With everything that's going on and some of the news and things like that, it's not the most positive thing. So we want to introduce some real positive energy here. And I myself love to read the pay it forwards. And if you want to send in your question, look down in our description down below, and it'll give you our email, and you can just shoot us over your pay it forward. And we randomly pick. So you could have it there for a day, you could have it there for a second, and we just pick as we go along. So you definitely have an opportunity to get that picked. And let's say hello to some of these people. Why the rest of you guys are joining us. But I like to say hello to a friend, D'Angelo. Hi, D'Angelo. So let's see who else we can say hello to.
Maria says Tom, and Chrisan says hi, Chris from Toronto, Canada.
Hi, how are you? How's Toronto's weather? It's kind of cold, huh? It's cold today here in San Jose.
It's cool.
In case you guys don't know where San Jose is, about 45 minutes south of San Francisco, you'd say. Mm-hmm. It's called Silicon Valley. I actually live in San Jose, and I work in Campbell, which is like a hop, skip, and a jump. San Jose to Campbell is. It's kind of like
it's surrounded by San Jose.
That's weird how that shoots in certain areas and shoots out, spikes in certain areas and spikes out of certain areas. You don't realize how real big San Jose is until you go all the way out and you're still in San Jose and you think you're in Morgan Hill, you think you're in San Martin.
Yeah.
People around the Bay Area know what they're saying. Okay, so who else is saying hello to us?
Let's see. Shauna says hello.
Hi, Shauna.
Renee says hello. Hi, guys. And I've got...
Hi, Paula.
Dorinda,
hi, Lori.
Paula. You said Paula. Rosanna.
Hi, Natalie.
And where are we here?
I'm looking down at my name and also says, hi, Christopher.
Yeah. Can you move that for me? It just came down. I don't know why it's squeaking like that.
What, this?
Yeah. Move
towards me?
Yeah. Up. Sorry.
It's being rude. We're having technical difficulties here.
Okay.
Our microphone we need to fix. It's awfully strange how it's so close to us, but still it's not in the frame.
Yeah. Well, it creeped right down into the frame. So anyway, now we're not looking into it.
So we'll be answering some questions right off the computer today. We'll be calling some people. And we will be what?
Sending love from Niagara Falls.
Well, we're sending love right back to Niagara Falls. I've never been to Niagara Falls.
Really? Okay.
Have you gone?
No.
I don't see. We need to go.
Yeah.
I heard it's beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, I'm going to call a person. This is Georgiana. Okay, here we go. Let me hear this. Everyone's all listening.
Mm-hmm. Hello?
Hi, this is Chris from YouTube Live.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm okay.
Are you watching us?
Yes, I am.
Good. Do you have a question for us today? Or for me today, actually?
Yes, I do. I have a bunch of questions, but I'll ask one.
Thank you, dear. That's very sweet because we're trying to get to as many people as we can.
I know. I have a question about my landlord. He's been trying to evict me because I use my tenant's rights.
Mhm.
and this has been going on for about 4 years now.
Hmm.
And actually, I'm kind of waiting for her to do this. I want her to do this. So, she can pay the court costs and everything. Will I win this here if she does it?
Well, you have more rights that go in your favor, as we know, and I don't think that she would be able to successfully get you out anytime soon. Although
Right.
I don't think this is something that she's going to give up too easily on. And you need to ask yourself, do you really want to go around and around and around and around and around and around about this? Because she's not the nicest person. And so eventually you're going to have to go. But that could be on upwards of a whole another 12 months down the road. If I was in your position, I don't think I'd just want to stay too much longer there. I mean, I think you can ride it out for about another few months, but you can find a place pretty close to where you're at that I believe you'd be a whole lot happier. And then you just don't have this kind of negativity and aggravation and everything else, because this woman is not nice to anybody or anything, actually.
Right. She's been bullying me and, just really
Well,
causing a lot of
she's
problems.
basically a nightmare person, dear, because she's only happy when there's drama and there's aggravation and there's battling and conflict, and you're the exact opposite. I mean, you can stand your ground and prove your point on upwards of about a year, but I just can't see the worth in that about how much it's going to aggravate you. So I would see a few more months, and I'm telling you, you'll find a place right around where you're at, and you'll love it. And I think this is a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, I'm trying to get closer to my kids.
Well, there you go. That's the rootin' tootin' way to get out of there.
Yeah, I know. Thank you so much for
Oh,
calling.
you're so welcome. You're so welcome, and God bless, dear.
God bless you too.
Okay, bye-bye. Very sweet. Want to pick what?
I want to read her pay it forward.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. So let's see. This was this lady we just spoke with. She said she's coming out of a store today. A man asked if I would buy him something to eat. He didn't want money, just a sandwich. He was hungry. I gave him money to buy food. No one should go hungry. He was so happy. It made me feel good. So that was her pay it forward.
My mom used to pay it forward when she'd go to Africa. And I believe the country of Africa doesn't allow you to take money out of the country when you make money over there. So I believe she'd go over there and she'd do some work, she'd do some readings, and then she'd go walking around, and there would be families out there, and they'd be selling this and selling that. And I guess a certain allotted amount of money, which to us wouldn't be a lot, but to them would be a whole bunch, that she would, I don't know the exact dollar amount, but give them that money, and they would be able to open up a little storefront for themselves. Wow. And that they would be able to hand down to families and families to this. And that's where my mom got that license plate number, named Mumby One, where she was very loved over there. My mom went to Africa, I think
years ago.
Well, years ago, but many, many, many times. Many times.
Okay,
many
yeah.
Times.
Okay.
Over there. I still need to go. I haven't gone, but that's one of my bucket list things to do. So you want to get a question off of here?
Yeah, I've got a super chat. This is from Natalie. Can you tell me what I should do for a career?
Anything that you would do working with people, as far as like an assistant director for services, human resources, or even involved directly dealing with people. And as much as most of us would want to say, get out of that argumentative or things like this, you're a great mediator without even trying to be a great mediator. And you might not even fully know that about yourself. So you should ask your friends, family, and loved ones, what do they think of this? What do you think of this? And try going in that direction. You'll see if the shoe fits, you wear it, and you'll be very happy doing it, and you'll be very good at it. Thank you for your question.
Let's see.
These glasses are definitely not strong enough. I'm going to go buy some new readers today.
Vinda Sharwari. I apologize for the pronunciation, but thank you for that. The super chat. There was no question on it, but I wanted to say thank you for that.
Thank you for the super chat.
Let's see. This one.
I don't know why I keep going super chat. Super chat.
This is a somebody's post comment for Attrick Chris, will I get my license? It's on Trissy and
It's what?
And
What'd you say? What'd you say?
it says, will I get my license? It's on trees, and finger my future husband, and retire a job. Now please call.
We answer one question.
Yeah, one question.
So what was the first question?
Will I get my license?
I believe that you will. Yes. I think it's going to take you a couple more tries to achieve that, but ultimately you will. Yes.
Cool. A super chat. Chris, should I try to keep this is Mom 5150. Oh, that's a good one. Chris, should I try to keep the Marin house? How's it going to play out?
Well, in keeping it, that's going to take absolutely everything. And I mean, just everything. And when you do that for a period of time, it can really wear at you because you just exist to pay for the home. So the answer to the question is yes. But over a period of time, I would only have to believe that you're going to want to step away from it simply because it just takes everything to do it. And that's going to get old. And I think ultimately that would be the better way to go. But right now, I understand that you're not too willing to part with it. Therefore, you can keep it, but it just takes all of it to keep it. And thank you for the super chat.
This one's more.
Who's this one?
This says it's not a super chat.
Is there a name?
Yeah, Anthony. It says, "Hey Chris and Tom, hope you guys are staying safe. Pay it forward. His pay it forward. Gave some money to a homeless guy in a drive-through. Can you tell me about my love life and if I will find someone soon?"
Soon, I don't know your definition of soon. I think you'll find someone in November of this year. To me, that's soon because I look at people's whole entire lifetimes, and November from now is a drop in the bucket. And I believe that you'll meet through friends, and auburn hair, light brown eyes, very beautiful smile, very happy, positive person. I think this is a good match. And I think you're long, long, long overdue. On the other hand, you hear me say you have to get out, you have to activate. Everyone does. Life doesn't come to you. You go to it, or life, of course, passes us by. So get out and activate so my timing can be accurate, because you can't just go out in November and have it happen. You can start doing this now. But you're a people person. This should be easy for you. Well, wait a minute here. Let the virus end, okay? We got about the end of May. 99% of this will be over and done. So we all got to still hunker down a little bit. And I don't know about you guys. Put it in the comment section below. But I can't clean any more of this house unless he comes over and sets up this, and then I got to do the whole room all over again.
Super chat. This is Jessica. Is my husband on the right career path?
Finally, yes. He's going to question it as he questions everything. And I think that that's more his norm. And you probably know this, but I want to say it anyways. Everything with him, if it's new, if he buys something, it's I shouldn't have done this, or buyer's remorse, or the first part of it is no. And then he'll chew on it and sit on it for a little bit. And the no turns into pretty much mostly all the time, yes. So it's just no initially because I think he's trying to process it. I think he's in shock. He's just no, just to drop it all. Then once he really works it through, then it's a yes. Which, that's a good answer. Thank you for the super chat.
Another super chat. This is Yolanda. Is there anything I should worry about my health?
No, you worry. Well, you worry about worrying. You worry all day long, every day, all day. So stop it. Okay. You can do something else better with your time. Remember, your mind is your general. And just get out and get things going, get hobbies going, volunteer, so that you're not just sitting there spinning your wheels. You sitting there spinning your wheels could actually be more tired than if you're out walking around everywhere. Because sometimes mental, as anyone will tell you, is a whole lot more busier than the physical aspect of things. So stop the worrying. That's going to help your health a great deal, because think about it. Worrying is all negative. There's no positive with worrying. So you'd be doing yourself a huge, huge favor.
This is
their name?
Not a super chat. This is Teresa. Hey, I just have one question I wanted to know. When do you see me and getting married to my fiance? He's from the U.S. I'm from Canada.
Time-wise to marry, I don't think it's going to be this year. I think it's going to be next year, and I think it'll be close to summer, just a tad bit before summer of next year. And the nice thing about the answer to this question is just because someone's engaged doesn't mean they actually go through with getting married. So in this case, you are. So I'm very grateful for that. I'm happy for you guys. You're a good match. Truly, truly. And for you guys that are just tuning in, if you want a chance for us to answer your questions, this is about paying it forward. So you can check our description down below on where to send the email of what you've done, paying it forward. And it's our way of getting back to you, answering the question and paying it forward. I sure do like these pay it forwards though. I do. I really do.
Yeah, it's fun to hear people's ideas.
Yeah.
And the circumstances
There's nothing too small, nothing too large.
I just want to say a super chat here with no question. Z Zaman.
Z Zaman, thank you for your super chat.
Yeah.
We really appreciate it.
And let's see. Leah. This is a super chat. Will my boys be successful in careers?
Youngest boy is going to take longer to get established in his career. To answer your question quickly, it would be yes, but the younger boy is going to take more time to work his way into it. The oldest boy, it will seem to come by easier. Both boys are light entities. Both boys are very good children, and they're going to tell you everything that's going on. That part I like, because if they're telling you everything, then it can't really be that bad because you're hearing it all, and your boys may tell you more than you really want to hear. So I think I did that with my mother a lot too. So I think that's a really good relationship, and that bond and that closeness that you have with them, you're going to always have it. That'll never be taken away, and you all have long lifespans. So here I go. They asked me one question. I'm giving three answers to three questions they asked. But yes, I believe they'll do real well when you're up in age. You'll be looking upon them and the grandbabies and know for sure that they're perfectly capable of taking care of themselves and providing for their lives. I mean, that's not going to stop you from being generous. Even if I told you keep your money in your pocket, you'd say, okay, but you wouldn't listen to me because you're just a very giving person. There should be more people as giving as you are. Once again, everyone, stay indoors. We don't want this to, spread around at all. We want to, if it doesn't have the coronavirus I'm talking about, if it doesn't have a host, it dies away. And please, I got a lot of people that are saying, what about, as your mother prediction, what about when it resurfaces again in 10 years? So what? We'll have a vaccine. Who cares? I mean, this is the worst of it. The next time around, it won't be as much like this. Thank goodness gracious. Because I know that a lot of you have had people that you've lost and people that have been sick, and our hearts go out to you, or our prayers go out to you. And we just, focus on, like my mother would say, Chrissy, you got to find a positive in it. I was trained to find, or pushed to always find a positive. And there always is a positive if you look hard enough. Really, truly.
Let's see. Regular chat. It's Lori. Do you see me being able to relocate soon to a safe, secure home?
Okay, I don't understand your definition of soon. So the timing that I get for you to be able to afford and actually be functioning to do this would be around September. And you do it a little early, which means it's on a wing and a prayer, and you just have enough money to just barely get by to do it. I would wait a little bit just to where I had a little bit more in my pocket, but you're not going to do that. You just are antsy, like ants in the pants. You want to get there and get this done and get out of there. So I understand. And you'll do it. And after you get settled in, you'll love it. So it's a move for good reasons all the way around. Thank you for the question.
And this gentleman put in a second super chat here, and
we have a double super chat.
It's a double super chat. He didn't get his question before because it wasn't printed here for some reason, but he's got a question now. So this is I believe it's a person, gentleman. I'm not sure if it's male or female here, but Vendishwari. Hey, you missed my question. My question is, when will I find my life path and become financially independent?
Life path, financially independent. Life path will be in about 19 to 20 months. And financially independent, my definition of financially independent is when you're not working from paycheck to paycheck, you have money that's going in the bank, that money is growing. Um, you still have bills as far as like, house bills and things like this, but the money that's coming in is very easy to cover those costs and expenditures to where you can say, I don't really have to work that much. That would be probably 7 to 8 years. But when things get a whole lot easier, that would be a little bit over 2 years. So either way you slice it, you're making very good gains. So you're ultimately going to get what you want. But I wouldn't say that this is luck. It's just really down to earth, hard work. So you deserve it. You're working hard. You deserve it. Thank you for the second super chat.
Let's see. Kurt. This is a regular chat. Kurt, this is Mauricio. Well, it says Kurt, but this is Mauricio. Do you see me getting my nursing license, LPN or RN?
Yeah, I believe that you're definitely going to get your license. I'm a little confused on why you're questioning it when you're as smart as you are. The only thing that I would say to you is that getting the nursing license and with either one of those, I actually think after going in and being a nurse for about 4 to 5 years, you should go back and go to the nurse practitioner. And unless I'm mistaken, correct me, guys, if I am, that would be like the head nurse. Okay, at least I believe that that's what it is, and that I believe would be the best position for you. Not that what you told me is bad, but for you, nurse practitioner would be the way to go. And you're smart enough to do it. Excuse me, I had the hiccups. Thank you for your question.
Let's see. Z Zayman, another super chat. Chris, is there any good future for me and my man? We are separated.
No, I'm sorry. I think that this isn't 100% over right now. I believe that you guys will be talking, arguing, talking, get along talking, a whole bunch of everything. And you actually try to make this work for a few more months, but it's not going to work. I would suggest follow your heart right now because you want to. And I believe you'll get back into this. And then you're going to, here we go again, because it's the same thing over and over again. And I think by going through that process, I don't know what clicks in your mind or what registers what, but I really believe in your heart, soul, mind that you're going to be done with this and it's going to be okay. And you're not going to be scared. And you're going to see that you have a life after this and a lot of good coming into your life. But I think you just have to get over this yourself on your own terms and seriously be done with this. Because this thing has been wearing on you for like years and you've been suffering with it. And my heart goes out to you. So I would say staying a little bit longer in this circumstance is not a bad thing because it frees you up and you'll go back and it won't work and you'll be okay with it and it won't haunt you. You won't be saying, well, I should have done this. I should have tried this. I should have went here. I should have went there. I should have did this. No, you've done it all. You've worn all the hats. This is a slow goodbye or a long goodbye. And you'll rise to the occasion. You will be okay. And you'll find somebody else very important to your life that you'll love. So it's a good outcome, dear. Hang in there.
Erica, I had to change my date for my wedding to July 25th due to the pandemic. Will I be able to have it on that day?
Oh, yeah, I would say, even though by the end of May, 90% of this stuff is going to be over and done, but there's still going to be some chaos to some stuff because we're all going to be kind of, for lack of a better way of saying it, getting back into the routine of our life and the work and everything else. So, a lot of us are going to be behind the eight ball, so to speak, and doing what we can to kind of catch up for lost time and this kind of thing. So my point is, and what I'm trying to say is to get you there to do it, it's hectic, but it's a great outcome. It's a great celebration. And I believe the day of, you'll be very happy. So congratulations.
Daniel says, when does my brother finally get divorced? Or Danielle, I'm sorry, Danielle.
So read it again now.
When does my brother finally get a divorce?
Well, I mean, I think he's been saying this for at least a couple of years, if not more, and he hasn't done a single solitary thing. And I think he goes on fantasy to where he knows what you want to hear. And I think he wants to do it until he gets right down to do it and realizes that he's going to walk out of this with just nothing more than a frying pan. Then I think he really evaluates everything. And I think we're in this position again, sitting all over again, wondering when he's going to get a divorce. Um, I think it'll be a long 4 years away. But the 4 years, I think, is because the other individual in this relationship wants it. If that wasn't so, I think he'd be staying married.
Super chat. This is for Loretta. Can you please tell me my spirit guide's name?
Audrey. And she's very beautiful. She's got very long brown hair, very large brown eyes. She's about maybe 5'6", 5'7", so I'd say that's average. And I think you've had past lives with her in Atlantis, and she's been done with her lives. You have this lifetime, and this lifetime is your last lifetime, and she's watching over you. So that's wonderful. See, spirit guides know everything about our life because they do the blueprint and the contract with you. And I, as a psychic, read as much as a blueprint and contract that I can see.
Another super chat plus a pay it forward here. Since the pandemic, this is JST Germ 5. Okay. Since the pandemic, I've been picking up school lunches for a nearby town and pass them out to the kids in our little town. Chris, is my second daughter and her fiance ever going to have children?
Yes, I do believe that they are. And I do believe it just won't be for a little bit over between a year to a year and a half. So I would say 15 or so months. And sometimes people can get really baffled about that. Like I have a couple of friends of mine I get along with. I met him first and then his wife, and they adopted 2 children. And they were trying to have children for, I think, 17 years. And then right as they adopted the children, and they had the children, then they got pregnant, and they got pregnant again, and then they got pregnant again. And sometimes, life just works that way. So to state this, yes, I know this hasn't been successful, but I believe that it will. And I believe that there'll be 2 babies, not the same time, not twins. I didn't say that. One right after the other. Okay. And I do believe they'll be healthy. So congratulations is in order. Life has a way of coming in when it's supposed to come in, as well as supposed to go out when it's supposed to go out.
Let's see. A regular chat. Lori, will myself and my service dog be able to secure a new place to relocate soon?
Oh, yes. I think, weeks. I would say, what is it, the 3rd of May? By the end of the month. That's pretty quick. So I think that's great news. And I think that's where you can really root in and call it your home and feel very secure. I think you're going to be really happy. I'm happy for you.
Let's see. A super chat. Chepa is the name.
What was that name?
Chepa.
Okay, got it.
What's wrong with me health-wise?
Your autoimmune system is low. When your immune system is low, that makes everything bigger than what it really has to be. So you have to work on the autoimmune system, getting that up to par, getting your immune system higher, basically. Getting away from the negativity, being good to yourself. Positive breeds on positive, negative breeds on negative. There is some arthritis in the family. There is some depression, anxiety in the family. Every family has something. None of us get away from that scot-free. And it's just focusing on it and talking to doctors and things like this and doing the right thing as far as breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Getting your allotted amount to sleep because you sleep very lousy. But that's because your hours are all out of whack. So you've got to get yourself, dialed in with that and your nutrition and your exercise and then the depression and the autoimmune system, and you'll have it licked. You'll be in great shape. So all these things that I'm seeing here, you can work with and pretty much fix and make real good for yourself. Things are really a problem when it's just that way and there isn't medication or anything that you can do about it, you're just stuck with it, then we have troubles. This we can work with definitely. Thank you for your question.
Here's a chat and a pay it forward. It says, I helped an older gentleman who fell on the ground, and he helped pick him up and helped him to his apartment.
That's sweet.
And Valerie asks, will I ever have a baby?
Yes, but I do believe you'll need to work with doctors to be able to make that so. If for whatever reason you didn't want to work with doctors, then there's always adoption. But I think by working with doctors are going to be able to make that possible for you. And it doesn't look like it's going to be really grueling. I think you're going to, no, doctors, I really give it a try, talk to them. And I don't think it's bad. It's just a process. And I think it'll work out real well for you. So don't stereotype it. Go hear your information, digest your information, and have your baby.
A super chat.
Super chat.
Hi. Oh, this is from Neat, Neat. Hi, Chris. Will I finally have financial stability to get my own place this year? I've been praying a lot to my angels and archetypes, Archangel Michael, for help.
Yes, I believe that you'll have the money to do this. And I believe through the first part of next year, it's just you're going to be tight with money. That's not a bad thing because it doesn't look like you go the other way. It builds. So I'm just really excited for you to have your own place because privacy sometimes can be huge, really huge. And when you get it and you got it, I think just your demeanor and your just overall essence and just they say when people are pregnant, they're glowing. Not that you're pregnant, I'm not saying that, but you'll have a different feel about you that you're just happy internally because you just need your alone time. It's not that you don't like people, for God's sakes, but we all need to have some time alone to do whatever it is we're going to do without somebody barking at you or doing this or that. So I'm excited because this year you're embarking on a complete change to your life and you've been working really hard and you've really fought through it. So I know that what you're getting is because you've worked hard. None of this is given to you. So I compliment that highly. Good for you to stick with it and to get done and go after what you want because you're going to achieve that. And that makes me very happy to be able to look upon that and see that. So thank you for the question.
Let's see. Sandra is saying hi from Australia.
Hi, Australia.
Let's see. Hope you're having a great
What time
day.
is it there?
You know, I don't know.
What time is it there?
It says, hope you're having a great day. Just wondering if I will get the job I applied for.
Yeah, I believe you should have it. I can't believe you're asking this question because I can't believe they haven't told you yet. But I believe you'll hear about it this week. So that is really positive. But what time is it there
now? This is a regular chat. I see Sugandran.
No caller ID.
Okay. Sugandran. It says, I'm doing my master's in emergency care and also want to do an MBA. Will this benefit me in my line of work?
Yes, I would actually say you're one of the few that I talk to in the reading room that actually goes to school and will get a job of what they went to school to learn for in the first place. I can't even tell you how many people I talk to that have a master's or a PhD or this and that and the other, maybe psychology, and they're selling cars, or that they just don't do anything in comparison to what they've gone to school for. Is yours ringing too, Tom?
No.
So I think that's great that you're going to school and you're going to be working for what you go to school for.
Oh. We need to call her.
We do?
Yeah. I was reminded.
Okay, we are doing that. Okay, where's the number? You want to read the pay it forward?
Let's see.
Right here?
Yeah. Thank you.
Wait, I need the rest of the number.
Sorry.
So anxious to take this out from me. Wait till she's on the line.
Welcome to Verizon Wireless. Your call can now.
I dial it wrong.
Paying it forward. I'm PIF tomorrow. We're not sure what PIF
Hold
is.
on.
Sorry.
Hello?
Hi, Maria. Do you know who this is? Maria? This is Chris from YouTube Live.
Yes, it's you, Constantine.
How are you?
Hello?
Can you hear me? This is Chris from YouTube Live.
I can hear you, but you're delayed.
I'm delayed. Okay. Is there a question down here? Or do you have a question for me, dear?
Yes?
Okay. What's the question then, dear? Can you hear me okay?
Yes. I was wondering if we're going to be able to move by June, July. If
Yeah.
we're going to be able to move. Yes. Are we going to be able to move by June or July?
You'll be able to move by the middle of July. June is not going to happen, but the middle of July will happen, dear. Can you hear me okay? I said by the middle of July, yes, you will move. Can't tell if she can.
Thank you so much, Chris. I love you. I'm celebrating my birthday. Thank you.
Well, happy birthday, and we love you too, and God bless. Okay.
Yes, I have you on my iPad and my phone.
Okay. Way to go. Okay. God bless. Thanks for the support. Bye-bye.
God bless you.
God bless. Bye-bye. Okay, let's do the other one before we get yelled at.
Oh, I was going to read her.
Okay, go ahead.
Paying it forward. I'm paying it forward tomorrow. A few days ago, I entered a lotto on Facebook where a person was giving $100 of her stimulus check. God bless her for that. And whomever guessed the number she picked in her head wins. Well, I didn't win, but I'm telling my friend I did and sending him $40 or $50 in the mail to help him make ends meet. He's on limited income and no job due to his cancer.
See, that's really sweet because she didn't want to think she wanted him to think that she didn't have the money, this and that. So she says she won this so he would feel, okay about taking the money. Very, very sweet. Very much thinking things through, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Really and true.
Yeah.
There you go, right there. Okay, so my other one is, here we go. And this is,
Welcome to Verizon Wireless.
let me see. Let's see if this works now. We're trying.
Hello?
Eileen?
Yes?
Hi, this is Chris from YouTube Live.
Hold on. Chris, I'm just watching you on TV.
I know I'm talking to you. Why I'm on TV?
This is wonderful. I admire your mother so much.
Oh, that's very sweet. Mom was a good lady. If you were able to sit down with my mom, you would sit there and you guys would be the best of friends before the end of that talk and things, except you'd have to eat whatever she had. You'd have to eat. Even if you're full, my mom would make you eat.
I know. She was so nice. And her eyes, when she was giving predictions, you could look in her eyes and they were like glassed over. It was wonderful just to watch her.
Yeah. You're talking about Montel, or you going all the way back to People Are Talking?
Yes, Montel. For
Yeah.
years and years.
Yeah. They used to call it Psychic Wednesdays. Remember that?
Right. But you could tell with her eyes, it was like, you knew when she was getting something. They were just like, be so beautiful.
And if you can see me on the YouTube right now, my mom would do a lot of this. She would sit there and she would doing this with her fingers. And the reason why she would do this with her fingers is because she was allergic to the acrylic. And around her, not nail, cuticles were cankering, but that wouldn't stop my mom from protecting her nails because, believe you me, those were her real own nails, but she put a top coat on to make them stronger. Okay, well, I have a question that you're asking us. It says, will there be a good partner coming into my daughter's life?
Right.
Yes, that you'll actually like, if you could believe that one. So that is just perfect and wonderful, huh? But it's going to be about January, and right now we're in May, so it's less than a year away. Please tell her for me that she has to activate. She's a very beautiful individual. She's a very kind individual. She so deserves this. This individual has dark hair, dark eyes, and a bronze skin color tone, handsome looking individual, and they'll be very happy, dear.
Oh, thank you so much.
Oh, you don't have to thank me. She deserves it. It's just been a long time coming, but she is a little picky.
I know. I know.
Wonder where she gets that from.
Yeah, it runs in the family.
Yeah, you think? Anyway, God bless you, and thank you for the question. You have a wonderful rest of your evening, dear.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
God bless you.
God bless.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Very sweet.
Wow.
See? How can you not like these pay it forwards, guys?
Yeah.
Come on.
And her pay it forward says, I've been sending cards to friends and family to let them know I've been thinking of them.
That's sweet. Hey, do we get any cards sent to us? What's on the agenda now?
I've got a super chat from Joe. Will I be successful with my holistic career?
Yes, but you have to have your job, and then you have your holistic career, and you let your holistic career get teeth in it where you can get established. That's going to take a good 2 years from right now, from right now. As long as you're doing it like that, you'll get there at a fast pace, and 2 years is a fast pace, okay? And that means in 2 years from today, you could just be holistically. Right now, if you do it, you're starving. So feed the holistic and keep that going for a couple of years, and then you can drop it and just go holistically, and we're in great shape.
A regular chat from M. Flood. It says, good afternoon. Would love to hear from my dad from the other side.
Well, I don't think you're going to hear much from him as far as words go. I think you're going to see a lot more to do with signs, and that is even to where you have a very vivid dream where he's in it. And I think by the facial expressions, and I don't think he'll say much, but you'll know that he's home, that he's happy, and that he's doing very, very well. I think you'll smell chocolate, which means he's not eating chocolate. He's just around, and that will be the scent that you get. And a lot of lights will flicker around you, especially around 7:30 in the evening, the early evening of 7:30. And he does like to go with you when you shop, rather your window shop or shop and actually get items. So you have an active father around you. And we all would like to have more. Even myself as a psychic with my mother, we always want to have more. But we have to remember some key things here. We can't all know exactly what heaven was like, or I don't think too many of us would stick around here. And that wouldn't be a good thing because this is a boot camp where we learn. You can't hurt or get injured or get sick or anything in heaven. You have to do those things here to learn. This is where we evolve and grow. So we got to fulfill our own contract, and then we can go back. This is your last life, so congratulations with that. And thank you for your question.
I got a super chat here from Dina. My question was, let's see, will I ever have a serious relationship and marriage?
Yeah, I think you'll have marriage. Now, a psychic doesn't necessarily see the certificate of marriage. What a psychic will see is, or at least what I see as a psychic, you live together, you paying bills together, have a car registered together, home bought together, and credit cards together, bank accounts together. That to me is a marriage, whether it's a certificate or not. But you have to be nice, okay? You can really be hard sometimes. I think you're even hard on yourself. So you got to lighten up because life is just not that serious. It really doesn't have to be, okay? And I know you're a good person, and I know you have a good heart. I know you're extremely sensitive, and I think you wear your heart on your sleeve, and I think you get hurt very easily, and that's hard on you. And life has dealt you a lot of that hardship. That's where you have to drop that baggage and let go of it and allow yourself to care and love again. I understand it's an unsettling feeling, but you want this, don't you? Then you'll drop that and not play off on old tape and trust until they give you a reason not to, because that won't come in this time. Okay. So keep a very positive attitude. We'll keep you in our prayers, and this is going to work for you.
A super chat. It says, why? Oh, this is Genevieve. Why do I keep seeing 1111, 111, 222, 333? I notice it every day on clocks, receipts, microwaves, and other random places.
There's no lottery win with this. I, for one, see this too a lot myself. Not those exact numbers, but the numbers in unison. And it can go a couple different ways for a couple different reasons. Your way is like having a deja vu. And if you don't know what deja vu is, where you go to a place or you meet a person and you say, I feel like I've done this before. I feel like I've done this. Those numbers are letting you know that where you're at the right place at the right time. And it sounds to me like you're getting an awful lot of it. Worry when you don't get it, okay? Don't worry when you do. But it's not lottery or publisher clearinghouse or sweepstakes trying to tell you you're at the right place at the right time. So I always document that. If I get a deja vu or I get 1111 or 222, I say, okay, at this time, at this age, I got this. So I know everything up to my life right there. I'm where I should be. I was on track. Then you take it forward. And it's a great feeling to know that you're on track. It is very difficult when I have a client on the other end of the phone call, or maybe they're sitting across the desk or the table from me, and they've been going in the wrong direction. We have to abruptly do a U-turn and get their life back on track, going what they're set here to do so they get credit for it and they don't have to come back here and do it all over again, because that wouldn't be fun. I don't think any of us, well, I know a couple people that would do their life again. Would you do your life again?
No.
You could get all the tea in China to do this life again. No way. But I love my life. I love my clients. I love my family, friends. I love Booty. And the dogs. But I love Booty more. No, I'm not doing it again.
Let's see. This one says, where to go? Tanya says, pay it forward. Bought food for someone who couldn't shop due to being high risk for coronavirus, and asks, does my grandmother have any message?
I think your grandmother is trying to talk to you all the time. So it would be message after message, actually. The main thing is finding yourself, being happy within your skin, making friends with yourself. That's the biggest one, because you're always ripping yourself down. What is that about? Stop it. And putting yourself out there and helping others, I think, has always been a thing that you've been doing. And I think at this stage in your life, you're meant to take care of yourself and then help others. So I think it's got a little bit of a twist to it. And you're not a selfish person. And your grandmother's more like your mom, actually. I would say mom instead of grandma. And I think for two reasons. She's been a mother to you in a past life. She was your grandmother in this life. And somehow I think moms are closer because they're before grandmas. So that's a connection there. So ultimately, when it's your time, many, many years down the road, grandma's going to be right there for you. Now, remember, timing here on the other side, real different. 90 years to our lifetime equals 48 hours to them on the other side. They can't even miss us.
Crystal asks, hi Chris, what career would be best for me, and how do I get started on that?
Medical insurance work. Don't say, oh no to me. But this is what you're going to be doing for the people, okay? So being that you would take on what they want for the money that they are going to be investing, you will make sure that they get the absolute best coverage. You'll save many lives because this person will be able to do this surgery because you did this for them and that for them. I mean, you really will be doing it for the people. Even though technically a company is employing you, you are going to be diehard for the people. So you give them the best bang for their buck. And that is seriously a hard, difficult job and a very good one that you can do it. And that you are going to put as much time and effort into seeking out for their disabilities or their health issues and things, what plan is best be provided for them. I mean, I look at that and see that within you. That makes me happy. There's some people that don't care enough about their job, and you think, why? Why are you doing this then? Go do something else. I love my job. I feel very fortunate, very honored to be in this position. Because think about it for a second. Every half an hour, I'm in a different place in the world. And I'm like the messenger. You call it psychic, call it messenger. But anyway, I get the information. I hear it along with you. I learn in a lot of cases with you. I get excited for you, and I'm part of it. And I hope down the road that you would say, well, the psychic told me this, that, and the other, and bring happiness in your life. That's what keeps my gas tank filled up. When the love that comes across, helping someone some way, some form to reach their destination or a family member such, the love that is there, it's unparalleled to anything. If lack of a better way of saying addicting. Who's calling me now? Oh, they can wait. So I couldn't imagine myself in any other job. Of course, part of that is because I've been doing it since I was 15 and a half. I was my mother's janitor. And now 38 years later, I'm still a psychic that I love to do. I wouldn't trade it for it. But when my mom first put the sign out saying that she was a psychic, I just hated on her because I'm like, oh my God. My hair would be pulled out when I had it. Not now, they have a tough time grabbing it. But back in the day, it was like, burned at the stake kind of thing. Now, over the years, society has gotten much more educated in all aspects, where we can be frozen in a bed of water and come out of it and be resuscitated, and there's no brain damage or anything else. We're so much more knowledgeable
now. Super chat. This
Super
is
chat.
Stephanie. Any guidance you can please provide? I feel like I'm always in fear with school, family, and future.
Well, I mean, I guess you're going to be afraid of life until you get tired of being afraid of life. But what is really bad about your life? Nothing. I mean, you're healthy. You have longevity. You have family that cares for you. You guys bicker a lot. What family doesn't? Pretty much in your life, everything you really work for, everything you've really tried for, you've always gotten it. Not because it's handed to you on a silver platter, but you just are determined, stubborn in a good sense because it works more for you than against you, and you've gotten it. So, yes, this life, it can be difficult. Yes, it can be really, really tough, but you have to find a way to work through it, to grow from it, to experience it, and we're all going to make mistakes, myself included. We're all going to fall down. It just counts how fast you get back up. And you've been like a weeble while you keep getting back up. So I say, I applaud you with that. But you're just a little bit worn out because you sleep like crap, and get yourself some real good quality rest. Take the little switch in your mind and shut it off for a little while and give yourself some rest. And you'll reboot your batteries and you'll be fine.
Let's see. It's
My legs are cramping up.
Yeah, I know. Me too.
Oh my gosh. When you get old, you can't sit in one position for too long. And you're really old when you wake up in the morning, even before you go to the restroom, you're trying to find your glasses. I lost 2 pairs of glasses today. I either lost them out in the front yard gardening or something because I hang them here on my shirt. And of course I bend over and it goes flying into the tan bark somewhere. And then the blower comes out and it's just like, oh my gosh.
Wait till they dig up our civilization in the future and find our.
I think I'm gonna get one of those necklace things that you hang around. I don't really like them though, because they always do this kind of deal.
Oh yeah. And
I went one time to a show, and it was a fundraiser,
mm-hmm.
and I brought one of my cars down there, and I was on one of the golf courses. And one of these photographers with their VIP pit pass comes over to look at the car, and he had a camera around his neck.
Mm.
He comes over to look at the car, and the camera goes, boom. And I just shit a brick. Excuse my English. I was just, oh, really? That didn't just happen? But I was just sick at heart. He's all, oh, excuse me, and a big old dent in the car door. Of course, I don't have that car anymore. Thank goodness. But it just was unbelievable.
Super chat. Terry, will I ever find my joy again, and how?
That comes from within. I know that you deal with a lot of depression, anxiety, and panic attacks. You should be talking to a doctor. You should consider medication. For one, just so you guys know me a little bit better, I always look at the holistic route first. I always look at surgery as the very last ditch effort before and exhaust everything before that would come into play. But with this depression, anxiety, it's pretty heavy. And there's something we say about stress does a lot to a person. There's side effects in everything, the air we breathe, the medication we take, the vitamins, everything. And you have to kind of weigh that out. So in the position that you're in, if this was me, I would be going to the doctors. I would be going on the medication, and I would do that exactly as it's directed. I would wait a year for that to saturate my system, and I would have a log of this so I can see right now and down the road what I'm doing, what I'm feeling, what I'm going through, what I'm experiencing, and know it, because it'll be really good. I mean, you'll be energized, and your thoughts will be positive, and you'll have energy, and everything will just start fitting in this place and come together for you, because I don't really think you realize how much of a battle you've been playing over and over and over and over in your mind. They say, someone on the front lines of a battlefield is like equivalent to 10 years of civilian life. That's a lot. Okay. So please, I think you owe it to yourself to get some help. At least talk to the doctors and see where you're going to go. But I would go that route.
Let's see. Another super chat. Miguel says, "Do you see me in a relationship in the near future?"
Relationship near future, near to me would be, well, I think it's going to come in around the end of July. I think it comes in the first part of July, then they're gone for a while, and then the end of July, it actually gets in the groove and would be a steady relationship. So yes, absolutely. July is soon to be. Absolutely. Thank you for your super chat.
Lisa asks, "Chris, can you please tell me about my health issues?"
Well, I'm not a doctor, but I'm a psychic, but you have a lot going on. Your immune system is down. That's the main thing you got to pick up. And then the depression is also there too here. And that has you just mentally very fatigued and tired. And you need to check your thyroid, running a T3 and T4, which a T3 and T4 is a more of a specific detailed hormone check with an endocrinologist, which is a fancy name for a hormone specialist. And I believe that there's something going on with protein in the blood and things. I think they can iron that out. And I do think you've contracted some type of a virus that has made your spleen go up or your numbers go up. And if we watch your numbers over the next month, 2 months, they're going to start going in the direction that we need them to go. So your immune system is building back. And a lot of times when it's a virus, not this coronavirus, that's not it. You're not going to have that, for God's sakes. But a lot of times if it's a virus and they're not specifically looking for a virus, they don't find it. But you got some arthritis, you got some other things, but nothing's life-threatening. You got a long life ahead of you. And I want to thank you all for joining us today. I really appreciate it. We love you guys. We're going to see you again during the week, and hopefully on the weekends. Look for our posts. And until then, do the pay it forward, okay? And we'll hopefully pick you, and we'll be back again doing this. God bless. Have a nice evening.